What have I learned suing the federal government over 300 times for immigration delays? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States out of our office here in St. Louis, Missouri. In this video, we're going to talk about one of our favorite subjects here, suing USCIS, suing the State Department, suing the National Visa Center, suing Homeland Security. Sue them all, let God sort of it out. We've now sued them over 300 times, and we've sued them about 90 times here this past year. And we are really getting a lot of good movement on cases. These are cases that are stalled either at the U.S. Embassy or consulate abroad, or here in the United States at a service center or a local field office. And I thought I'd shoot a video telling you some of the things that I've learned in suing them so many times. Number one is, when I first started filing suit, I was worried that the government would punish my clients for having the temerity, the nerve, the gall to sue them in federal court. And in fact, that hasn't been the case at all. The federal government is used to being sued. They're used to people coming to ask them for benefits to which they're entitled. And under the current president, I think he spent so much time in his life in court that they've really taken an approach that if you want something, you're going to have to sue us, and you're going to have to get a judge to say that we have to give it to you. So they don't take it personally. They don't look at it like you're trying to get them fired or take their job or take money out of their pocket. They just understand that it's part of the process, that it's one last tool in the toolbox of an immigration lawyer who knows what they're doing to be able to sue them in federal court. And typically, in most cases, not all cases certainly, there's some that they're fighting us on, specifically the Muslim travel ban cases, but for the most part, they don't fight us on these. They just pull the case off a file and they get working on it and the case gets moving. So one big thing that changed in my thinking was that I thought that they were going to punish us, but they don't. They just treat it like a straight other case. Another thing that we've learned in going over these lawsuits is that people wait too long. People wait far too long to file their lawsuit. And I think that any judge or court is going to think that if you've been waiting for more than a year, that is unreasonable. And we haven't had any cases, knock on wood, so far where the government has come back and said, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Plaintiff, you haven't waited long enough. So I think that people wait too long to file suit. And it's interesting, as we're getting more and more of these consultations on these cases, I'll put in my notes, when I speak with someone, and then I'll see them come back 5 or 6 months later. Of course, my first overseas visa lady waited 2 years between the first time she met me and when she filed a lawsuit, and her husband was in my office just 60 days after we filed suit. So the lawsuits work, and I don't think you really gain much by waiting longer. And then the third thing and final thing that I want to share with you that I've learned is that all these other things that people are doing, all this banging their head on the wall, calling their U.S. senator, calling their U.S. representative, calling the ombudsman, bothering the National Visa Center, emailing the embassy, none of those things work. If there's one thing I've learned having sued them 300 times, it's that the only thing that does work is when you actually pay that $400 filing fee, when you file that lawsuit, and when you serve the defendants. Because when you serve the defendants, they know you're real. They know it's legit. It's not just some empty threat from an empty suit that they're not going to have to worry about. And in fact, they're so busy right now, even with the lawsuit cases, that they're not going to pay attention until you actually go ahead and sue them. So these are our 3 tips. These are the 3 things I've learned. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please be sure to give us a call, 314-961-8200. You can email us at info@hackinglawpractice.com. Be sure to join us in our Facebook group, which is called Immigrant Home. We have almost 1,000 members in there now, and a lot of good discussions about the immigration news of the day. And then if you like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get updates whenever we shoot new videos just like this one. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.